in Norway, actually, it is kind of easy. During the last 5 years, we've increased in members a lot. We went from 4,000 and now we're above 7,000 members. So we have people, young people under the age of 25 all over the country who are working for environmental causes where they live. Both climate is like a big part of it, but also with nature conservation and other local issues. So they're kind of connecting what needs to happen at a national and international level, but also kind of the importance that you get the right climate policy and the right environmental policy on a local level as well.
Right. I mean, what kind of projects are you working on as far as conservation goes in Norway?
Conservation, it's both forests, to take care of forests in Norway. A lot of people don't know that we actually have rainforest also in northern Norway, but there's not a huge amount of political will to take care of it. So it's a lot of that, and also on kind of environmental issues that affects people, so that it's supposed to be easy to take the environmental friendly solutions so that everybody can be a part of the solution, but also to kind of have direct claims towards the politicians and the parliament so that we get an ambitious climate policy in Norway as well.
I mean, here in Doha, I've come across a fair few youth groups. It does seem increasingly that youth groups are getting involved in the climate change debate, climate change action. Do you still feel that your voice is heard as a young person, a young activist? Are the generally elderly, middle-aged negotiators listening to you?
Yeah, I believe that they are, and we had all the youth organization from Norway had a meeting earlier with the environmental minister for Norway, and he also stated quite clearly that he has kind of gotten our message and that he knows what we want him to do. So I believe that we are heard, but at the same time we're not heard enough. And if you look at the ambitions that are on the table now for these negotiations and what kind of the rich countries are willing to do, it's not nearly enough to be aware that they have a responsibility also for the future generations, but also for my generation that's here today. So they need to raise the stakes a lot, because it's not with what's on the table today. We're looking at a completely different climate and a completely different planet to live on.
Right. I mean, I think that complaint about low ambition level is gaining ground. More and more people are saying that. So the 2 weeks of negotiations, of talk, is nearly over. What do you do when you go back to Norway now? Any particular project you're involved in? What are you concentrating on back in Norway?
When we go back, we're gonna we're going to continue pushing the Norwegian government to have an environmental policy that's actually worth the paper it's written on. But also in Norway, you have a huge debate on the oil industry and how far north it's going to go. So we have a campaign now against some of the most vulnerable areas that we have, not only in Norway, but also in the entire world, that we have right outside our coast, and that some of the Norwegian politicians, but at least also the oil companies, are really eager to open up for the oil industry. So we're trying to stop that. And so next summer, we're also arranging an international summer camp in northern Norway to set a focus on this. And then we'll have participations from all over the world to show the Norwegian government that this is not a way that we can continue to develop.
Okay, well, good luck with that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.